In life, there's always going to be that level of self-doubt and insecurity that someone will experience at one point or another. It's just part of the human condition, where you ask yourself, am I good enough? Maybe I'm just a fucking loser. And yeah, maybe you are a fucking loser. But today I'm going to show you a man that has reinvented what it means to be pathetic. This guy has achieved a level of loser that science didn't even think possible. So rest assured, no matter how terrible you think you are, you will never even be in the same dimension as this homunculus I'm about to show you. The only man to master all four elements of douchebag, perpetually striking a goofy power stance that he saw on WikiHow when he googled how to look intimidating, berating and assaulting food service workers, threatening lawsuits and jail, and of course, the most powerful element of being a douchebag, a pair of sunglasses. A douchebag without sunglasses is like cereal without milk. And only this man here was chosen to master all four of these elements, the avatar of douchebag.
In fucking jail for robbery and stealing stuff. So she needs to get the fuck out of here before I get her put in jail for the rest of her life.
Sir, you are on camera right now?
There's just so much that happens in this short, less than 20-second video here. Somehow this man was able to speedrun, making everyone hate him. Like, he set an 80% record for the shortest amount of time it takes for everybody to hate you. So Johnny Bravo with an eating disorder here storms into Burger King, and we don't have the crucial lore that built up to this point. We're missing the context on exactly what's happening, which is unfortunately opened the fucking septic tank for these shitty journalists to just make things up. Biggest culprit is Daily Mail, which is just a giant piece of shit in the first place. They took this story and wiped their filthy ass with it. They said the reason for this meltdown was because the chicken nuggets were too spicy. And yeah, while I have no doubt this guy is a giant pussy who would start crying if some mild salsa accidentally dripped on his tortilla chips, this meltdown wasn't over chicken nuggets being too spicy. So the whole story, the background they built up here, the fan fiction they wrote around this guy, the mythos, is just entirely wrong. It did happen at a Burger King, that much is correct. This embarrassing meltdown is on the grand stage of meltdowns, Burger King. So it's like the fucking Broadway of meltdowns. Burger King and McDonald's, those are the two best out there for that. But it didn't happen because of spiciness. It happened, and I don't even know why they bothered changing this, because the real story is just as good as their clickbait garbage headline. The reason it happened is because he didn't get as many chicken nuggets as he was used to getting from Burger King. So this guy is a seasoned veteran of chicken nugget hoarding from Burger King, and one of the workers there must have hid one of those sacred chicken nuggets from him, and he counts each and every one of them. He came in there fucking primed and ready. He fucking stormed the gates and was giving her an earful.
In fucking jail for robbery and stealing stuff. So she needs to get the fuck out of here before I get her put in jail for the rest of her life.
Sir, you are on camera right now?
I understand chicken nuggets can be serious business, but this man really elevated that shit. He treated it like some kind of holy artifact. This is why the opening monologue says, can't fucking count except for robbery and stealing stuff. He's accusing her of stealing his chicken nuggets, and it's a robbery, which is why he then says, I'm gonna throw her in jail for the rest of her life if she doesn't get out of here. I cannot even imagine what he was thinking at this point, as if that's like a real charge you could bring up, some kind of felony, shorting someone one chicken nugget. Like, what did he expect? Like, is some kind of high crime here where it'd go to court and he'd be like, Your Honor, no, you're not understanding. I was missing a chicken nugget that I, as an American red-blooded patriot, paid for. The jury gasps, missing nugget, and the judge swings the gavel. 100 years in prison for the Burger King worker, and then everyone claps. Like, this guy treats this fucking thing like some kind of Tumblr fanfiction in his head, I imagine. It's such a dumb goddamn idea. And then when he's told he's on camera, he makes the worst possible decision you can make when you're told you're on camera. He fucking slaps the worker, which is an actual crime. He just assaults the man, who was nothing but kind to him. He was honestly looking out for him like, bro, stop melting down, you're really embarrassing yourself. And then he just doubles down on this shit and slaps him for no fucking reason. And it was a bitch-ass slap, too. I'm something of a connoisseur when it comes to slapping. After all the slapping tournaments I've watched, I've seen professional slapping. This was some garbage shit. This is a slap that would be delivered behind a dumpster during a drug deal gone wrong between two people that are just now learning about drugs. This was not a slap from a veteran, and it was pathetic. Unfortunately, the worker had glasses on, so it made the slap look more impactful than it was by having the glasses kind of like jiggle off. But it wasn't a very good textbook form slap. Really, this whole thing was just a whole bunch of fucking garbage, and I think unanimously we can all agree that this guy here is probably the biggest douchebag of 2020, and it's going to be hard to beat. I really thought this could be motivational for somebody that's maybe going through a hard time right now or struggling with their self-image. You will never be as bad as this guy unless you actively go out of your way to try and be a bigger loser than this guy. So just take that, realize that, look, I'm not the worst out there, look at this guy. And then that should help you see things a little more clearly and maybe be a little more positive. But anyway, that's about it. See ya.